Now the Obama administration is going to get tough with Russia. That's what we hear. With just 22 days left in office, I find it interesting that we had the Russians taking over Crimea, their actions in Syria, but it seems with 22 days left in his administration, could you argue now he gets tough with Russia?
Well, to be fair, we've had sanctions on Russia escalating over time. We've sanctioned most of the Putin oligarchs who we believe are holding Putin's money. But it seems to me Obama was late at this point in getting upset about this. This is worse than Watergate. It's Watergate plus espionage. And I can't believe all of our political leaders weren't up in arms about it. The Republicans had a choice between Trump and being up in arms. The Democrats, this was an easy call.
Yeah, and listen, you mentioned sanctions. There's a belief that perhaps it will become personal towards Vladimir Putin, that they'll go after him. Is that an effective deterrent?
Well, first of all, it's been personal for a long time. When we sanction the oligarchs around Putin, A, that's for them to put pressure on Putin. And second, the theory, at least by Fortune and Forbes, is Putin holds most of his wealth in the hands of his friends. Officially, he's worth $500,000, and yet he's been listed as the third richest man in the world. So the sanctions go after him anyway, but that's the only way to deal with Russia. It is a democracy of one.
Yeah, well, that's true. We'll be told, I guess, those things that will be, those steps, such as sanctions, that will be taking place. But I'm sure there's going to be other covert things that the U.S. can do. How disruptive can we be to Russia in retaliation?
Here's the problem. It is a political nightmare for everybody, for Obama, for Trump, and the Republicans. Obama, if he had a long leash to go ahead, could take serious cyber counterattacks, but he can't do anything that Trump might undo because that will emasculate Obama. On the other hand, if Trump tries to undo things, it would be akin to sort of Gerald Ford after Watergate coming in and saying, oh, the election's over, let's let bygones be bygones. We can't really put up with that either. So Obama's got to do what he thinks the Republicans will have his back on that will keep Trump from reversing it.
All right.
If this was political or about legacy, they were nearly committing Harry-Carry politically and legacy, but this is about substance. These two men have been dedicated for 8 years to achieving peace and security for Israel through a two-state solution, and Benjamin Netanyahu and Abbas as well have never been able to figure out how to agree to peace and get reelected. And that's been the fundamental problem, and Barack Obama wasn't going to leave office without doing something substantively.
So we're really back to where we started, wouldn't you say? In that part of the world, it's going to be very difficult to find the common ground.
There's risks for everyone. There was risk for Obama, but let me explain. Benjamin Netanyahu risks, and he risks making Israel the Chris Christie. Leave their friends behind and put all their eggs with Donald Trump. And that hasn't worked out for Chris Christie. I'm a huge fan and support of Israel. I hope it works out a lot better for Netanyahu and Israel.
Oh, we'll find out. But thank you so much, Ambassador Gutman. We really appreciate it, as always.
All the very best. All
Same
the best.
to you. Now this, President-elect Trump considering privatizing